from the beginning. I gotta hear everything. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
One sec. Why is it cut off on the side like that? There you go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I do as he says? Is that like a part of the game? You know, like I'm not aware of? Am I supposed to do what he says? I guess. By the way, I don't want no one give me hints, you know, except if I ask a stupid question like that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Fuck!
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This game so far looks pretty good. Like visually, it looks pretty sick.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Holy fuck. Could you imagine this with like an Oculus? Yo, what up, 4Rigs? I'm just playing a game right now.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Holy fuck.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Alrighty then.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Do I hit that red button? Well, of course you're gonna say yeah, because you're a stream. Do I power it on? Powered it off. What happens?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Okay.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
I just win that easily?
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
why do I spawn back?
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hey, what's up, zombie? I'm just playing a random game. Is there like millions of endings? Alright, okay, we're back here again. Alright, so let's go a different way.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is he saying it faster now?
When Stanley came to a set
Right,
of
let's
two
go
open
right.
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Let's go
Perhaps
right
he
this
wanted
time.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah. Nah. Let's go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So bad at following directions.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley.
Who's her?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who is her?
She's been waiting.
Who is she? That room is hella dark, and I'm a pussy. I do not want to go in there. Alright, I'll go back. I'm scared as fuck. I don't... What is this way? Fuck. Fuck it, YOLO. This one's for base god. Holy shit, scared the fuck out of me.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Scared the shit out of me.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Can I just go this way?
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Fuck.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Well, I don't want to die. I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna press G. Can I not press G? Will that, like... Is that an option? Is everything in this game an option? Like, is everything in this game an option? Like, can I refuse to do that? I guess I have to hit it, right? Nothing's happening.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Hit all that.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Fuck you, bro. I didn't want to follow
But in his
yours.
mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
I feel like this
And each
motherfucker's gonna
day
come
that
up
he
behind
returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Where did TV
First,
go?
he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in
motorboat
the
you, come
building
here.
had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and
trying to
mind
leave.
controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
I'm trying
and
to-
down another was a game with a baby. And he called it
A baby?
the Stanley Parable.
What? 9? Press 9 to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy.
I can't leave.
And so
I'm
in his
trying.
head, he relived it again, and then again, and again,
I'm
over
trying to
and
leave.
over,
I'm trying
wishing
to
beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just
Okay.
one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
Fuck you, gang.
He won't stop.
I'm trying to have some
Here,
fun.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Do I hit it? I'm a rebel, dude. I'm a fucking rebel. But I'm a rebel. He said don't push it, dude.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Am I back in the office?
How can I get him to
Are
see
you
what
kidding
I
me?
see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled
Fuck up,
to.
dude.
I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the fuck? Please die. Alright. Okay, that game is great.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Shut the fuck
What
up,
could it
dude.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I turned the computer off. Fuck these computers, dude. He's not talking, dude.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Right.
he entered the door on his left.
Let's go left this time, but then we'll do what he says not to do, okay? Because I listened to him this whole time when I did this last time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he
I'm gonna
might
go
find him
down.
up coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
There's different endings.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers
He did
blinking
mindfuck
mysteriously
me.
out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
He
None
mindfucked
of
the
it
shit
made
out of
any
me there.
logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Fuck you,
Why did
dude.
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And
the
at
fuck?
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life
Why the
job
fuck
pushing
does it keep
buttons.
repeating?
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What the fuck?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was
I'm
he
scared as
remaining
fuck.
so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered his head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm
1,
doing
2,
and
B, 4.
thinking?
I gotta remember that.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Doing good, man. Just playing a different
Hearing
game.
the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Sounds mad.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
No.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Okay, dude, I got scared as
Wake
fuck.
up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment,
Fuck you,
and my
dude.
wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
No, I'm not.
Everything will be fine.
I want out of this fucking building, dude.
I am okay.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
This scared the fuck out of me. And everything went black. Yeah, I'm trying to ignore him, bro.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Am I a girl?
She rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
The end is never. Does that look different than before? Alright, so...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, this looks different than earlier, right? Didn't I used to walk out into like a big room?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Fuck this
It didn't
dude.
make a single difference.
Fuck this
Nor
guy, yo.
did it advance
He's such
the
a
story
dick.
in any way.
This dude's a dick. So much. This dude's such a dick. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Should I go this way? It goes nowhere though. This guy is such a dick, yo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so I went left. Right? So I went left before. And I went upstairs. So I'm gonna go left, turn all the computers off, then go upstairs. Alright, let's try this. Or wait, I don't have the
Yet
computers.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to it. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I'm not following you.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna sit here for a bit.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
This dude is such a dick.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah, fuck
Standing
you, guy.
around doing nothing?
Fuck
Why?
you.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely
Because it's pissing you
confused.
off, bro.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. It didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
You mad, bro?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Oh shit. This game is awesome.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You
What?
got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
I don't believe you. You're bullshit.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Do I still wait? What do you guys think in chat? I think he's done being mad. Yeah, I'm done here.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. The fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I'm done here.
Coming to a staircase,
Alright, let's go
Stanley
upstairs.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So that lady's purse? So that's a lovely purse? Coarse purse? That doesn't even rhyme. It's like a horrible slant rhyme. I've got that feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. That lovely purse. Doesn't even rhyme that good. Yeah, I'll stay in the bathroom. See if he gets mad if I stay in the bathroom. I don't think so. Oh, there's an elevator. I have a fear of elevators in real life. Hope you guys know that. I'm not psychedelic. I'm not anorexic. Oh my god, I'm claustrophobic. I got motherfucked this shit, bro. One more time. The narrator. He's going, Stanley. Dun, 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 Stan. I'm gonna keep taking the elevator. Because he's like talking more and more. And it's going longer. Do you hear the narrator? Fuck that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
What is this? This is the Stanley parable.
By a keypad behind the boss's desk.
It's like multiple endings kind of mindfuck game.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Is there anything this way? Alright, we're gonna hit different buttons this time, alright? So, I really don't understand what's going on yet. All I know is there's multiple endings. Is it a scary game?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
It's
large
more
door
like
that read mind
a
control
mindfuck
facility.
kind of game, kinda. It gets kind of scary sometimes.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Alright, this time we're gonna hit on. Actually, when we get to the office room, we're gonna
The monitors
we're gonna
jumped
hit
to life,
buttons.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable.
Right,
Wasn't
so-
it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
So when we're in this controller, we're gonna try hitting different things.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or
Right.
sad
How should
or
I do this?
content.
Alright.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
Let's check what's
place.
up over here.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Right.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Alright, I saw a 4. Do you think we have to do something with the numbers and letters we saw earlier? 1, 2. Okay, so 1. Is there a 3? One, two, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's go hit 4. Maybe something happens. Let's see. Oh wait. Is that a good sound? I don't know. Do you think this sounds means something else? I didn't hit that button. Whatever button's over there. Is that 5? Alright, that's 5. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if that works. 1, 2. 3. 4. 5's over there. 5. Really? Alright, what's in here? Nothing. Alright, let's look for buttons to push. What's this door go to? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Should I press the big red button I didn't push before? Alright, should I try the big red button right here? Mind control status offline. There's a 10 on that. I'm gonna hit this. No, I can't. It won't let me turn it on. Alright, so I can't turn on the button. I could try 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We could try that. I didn't try that. 5. We'll try 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But there's only 10. There's no other numbers. Those all have pictures on them. 5, 4. The other ones just have pictures on them, like houses and stuff. What's that computer? Was that computer there a second ago? Was it there or am I tripping balls? Is there a 6 and an 8? Where? No, that's like a triangle, that's a house, that's a 10. That's a power button, and that's like 3 buttons in a row. Did I hit 4? Did I? 5, 4. 5, 4. 3. 2, 1. Nothing. What is this computer used for? Console disabled. The computer wasn't there. This is a power button. Alright, push the power button. Maybe that'll make this work. Console disabled. I want to beat around the bush. I do not want to go in the power facility. Should I just try to hit the, should I turn the power on this time? Last time I turned the power off. Maybe that's what I should try. Let's try it. Last time I turned the power off, I'll turn it on.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off.
I did off.
And leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh shit.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Freaking out, actually.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Yeah, what do I do?
Oh,
What do I
this
do?
is
What do I do?
much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
I actually have the chills right now.
Talk about you, about me.
Correct?
Where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
Okay, okay.
Die anyway.
1,
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
2.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been...
The door closed on me.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Oh god, I got
but
5.
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
You fucking dick.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
Press any key to send power surge.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
What are you talking about? 0.05?
Running from button to button, screen to
Fuck
screen,
you, dude.
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door.
Where's
Everything,
052? How do you know
something
that?
here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
052,
One sold?
How do I? There's no zero. Where do I get 0 from?
What your purpose in this place is?
1.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
Where do I get a 0?
To keep the action moving along.
Where do I get
it's
zeros
just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're
052. Okay.
to see
5.
you made humble.
5.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately
Goodbye,
to your
employee
frail
427.
life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
I'm sorry,
Make
dude.
it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I wonder if that's really what it's like to die from an explosion. Just fuck. All right. Okay, so what have we done so far? We've gone right, and we went straight to the door, right? Right, hold on. Okay. So
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
all right, let's turn off all these
No matter how
computers.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Input received. $420, man. $420. What if I close all the doors for myself?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so we went left, we went upstairs, we went downstairs. We only went right once, so let's
This
go
was
right.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Let's try going
Perhaps
right
he
this
wanted to
time.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous,
Yeah, but that-
eager to get back to
but
business.
stands, that kinda
Stanley took
ruins
the
it, you
first
know?
open door on his left.
Alright. Okay, so we've went right, correct. We've took this door. Should we take this door or go this door again to find a different way? Like there's a doorway right there that goes to an opening. First door, second door. We've already went second door, but I'm thinking there's probably another way through that door. Alright, let's go this door.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
This door or this? We're going this.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Fucking dick.
No, not
Stop
the right.
fucking with me, bro.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
This guy's such a dick, dude.
Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down,
Not the
left,
story.
right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
Remember when we were down there looking
it's
up
all
here?
rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No, fuck
and
you,
this
dude.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Fuck this dude. Yeah. Stanley sucked a dick.
All of his co-workers
All
were
his
gone.
co-workers are
What
sucking
could it
dick
mean?
in the basement.
Stanley
Okay,
decided to go to
so-
the meeting room.
Yeah,
Perhaps
close
he
the
had
door.
simply missed a memo.
Close this door. 420 is a plant. Ah, you're so funny. Can I go through this door? No. Okay. Should I try all these doors?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely
Where the fuck
restarted
am
the
I?
game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh my god. How much fucking endings are in this game? Alright, guys. Alright. So these doors go to the same place, alright? So alright, so the options are left, right, same place. This goes the same place as that. So yeah, I can go left, right.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Go right?
Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Fuck, come on, dude. Chill.
All of his co-workers
Yeah,
were
all my
gone.
coworkers
What
fucking
could it mean?
masturbating.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, let's just turn. It took too long, man.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
What the fuck,
I
bro?
might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Really, bro? I'm so pissed. I'm pissed, bro. Fucking dude wasting my time and shit.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
What the fuck?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way
Oh my
and
God.
retrace our steps.
Yeah, this game is fucking my head, bro. I want to play games like this when I'm high. What the fuck, dude?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Is it a fucking...
Do you remember, Stanley?
Where'd the
Well, do you know
door
what?
go?
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
There we go.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Holy shit, took
I know
forever.
you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Took
good
forever.
job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
What are you talking about? I'm playing this game
Okay?
for like 40 minutes
I'm getting
now.
weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time.
Fuck you, shit,
I
I'm
have
dead.
to restart.
Oh my god. I don't even feel like this is a real loading screen. This is all just...
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of
This
the
dude is
Stanley
such-
Parable Adventure Line.
This dude is
Just
such
follow
a
the
dick.
line. How simple is that?
Oh, I haven't went that way before. Should I go this way or not? Do I go this way or nah? I'm gonna go this. This way or nah? So yes, go this way. Nah. Nah. Eat or nah? Eat or nah? Eat or nah? Fuck this guy playing solitaire. Turn off the monitors? I'm trying, man. Alright, well I can't go this way.
I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Yeah, I'm going back to the line. I'm just... God. Eat or no? Okay, eat. Okay.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up...
Can we all take a moment to celebrate that Haunted WoW got his hero in his first RPG season ever?
No destination, still a story. Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation
Where the
of the
fuck am I-
nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang
The
on.
fuck?
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now
The
is
fuck
a
is
bit of
going
music
on?
to lighten the mood.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Where the fuck am I going?
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You
You're
won't
fucking
want to miss
trolling me.
anything.
This dude's trolling me, right? This dude's trolling me, right? Right? Someone screenshot that. Screenshot this. Alright, I got it. I remember it. I remember the fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right?
Where the
story?
fuck is this line
Is
bringing
any
me?
of this ringing a bell?
Where the fuck am I?
Oh, no, 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 not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Restart. Alright, let's follow the line again. Let's turn off any computer monitors we see.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Sure.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
This direction? Alright, let's go.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Oh my god,
What
dude.
do you want our story to be? Go wild.
How does that work?
Use your imagination. Whatever
Alright.
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
This is a complete motherfucking mindfuck, right? Alright, look. Coming down this hall, I turn right again. How do they even do this as a level designer? I don't even... Oh, fuck you, dick. I know, dude. I wanted to smoke before I played this. Oh my god. Bard. I love you, Bard.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Oh,
From here,
not
the
again.
story is in our control.
Fuck.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Sure, man.
Okay, so I know that each
Actually, fuck
door
no.
has to lead somewhere.
Not gonna walk.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny
What if the right door is the wrong door?
awaits.
The confusing
Hold
ending.
up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed
There's
to
that
restart
much
the game
endings?
eight times?
What the fuck?
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
Didn't I do a
Is it
lot of
really-
this?
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget
I did
what's
that
going
one.
on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't
We're
do it.
mind fucking the narrator right now.
And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
This-
whatever it is
they
that
go to the
made
same
this schedule?
place. What the fuck?
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Rip headphone users. That scared the fuck out of me. Yo, Bard's about to jump his ass, yo. Bard's about to fucking jump. Oh shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't understand this
Stanley
game. It's
decided
fucking
to
my
go
head
to the
too.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You're confused. I'm playing. I'm playing this game. I'm hella confused. I don't understand. I don't understand. I know there's like a million endings. I'm trying to beat the game, bro. Doors aren't closing behind me anymore. Did you realize that? Doors are not closing behind me anymore.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go
this
right
was
again.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm gonna go right this time, and instead of
lounge
going
was sublime,
down the elevator, we're
a
gonna go
work of
straight.
art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And we're gonna go straight this time
And
instead
so
of
he
down there.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out aggressively on other coworker. Using slides to assure employees everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic. What the fuck? Everyone is unique. You most of all. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and slides. This game is awesome, dude. Rate at which charts the same slide of information. You can do it on it. I'm gonna find the ending. Rate of increase. Please, no more charts. What? I can read faster in my head than I can read out loud. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at reading out loud, but oh, remember this room?
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
He got pissed when I sat in here last time. I'm playing Mistweaver. I'm also playing Arcane Mage in RPGs. Alright, up or down stream?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Up or down? We run up, right? What happened when we went up? I don't remember. When we go down, we trip balls, right? I'm playing, next season, playing Mistweaver. I'm getting Hero. I'm getting Hero my Holy Paladin. And I'm gonna see how I can get in my my mage. Down. But we already did this one, remember? Where we started tripping balls? We did this one already. We did this and I was tripping balls, remember?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
I already did this one. What? What the fuck? Now I'm locked in here.
But But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly.
Well, I was
the thing
down.
to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
What are you talking about? The clock's...
He no longer had the ability to tell.
Clock's moving in no time.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt,
I can tell
was
right
that
now.
if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
What are you talking
now it's
about?
just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
It was locked. I couldn't.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Hey guys, we're giving away a door at 20,000 followers.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the
We're going
meeting
upstairs.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We're going upstairs.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back
Oh
to
wait,
business,
I took the wrong door.
Stanley took the first
Alright.
open door on his
I want to go.
left.
I want to go across this time, but I think there's a room I can go down over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions.
See that door
it's
right there?
incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Pretty sure I can give away. I'm pretty sure I can go this way.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
I'm going that way.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Somehow.
I realize that
I'll
investing
jump
your
off.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Red pill or
Now
blue
listen
pill?
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh my god. Fuck this game. Obviously you want me to go through blue, right? I go through blue, right? He wants me to go through red? Alright, let's go through blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked
Nope, I
through
understood.
the
I
red
understood pretty good.
door.
Understood pretty good. I'm going through.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
I fucking love this game, dude. Nah, I'm good.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want
Yes,
to find
sir.
out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
Nope.
Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me
Talent
absolutely
trees, bro.
nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Ooh. Do I take the third? I'm going.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yes.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Alright. We'll go 5.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Sweet.
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Great,
Let's
great,
take
great.
a look.
Great. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Oh shit. Wow, that dude's a hacker. Two seconds to beat this game. Did you know that 21% of you skipped the intro sequence? Only 3% to the blue door. What? Alright. So I can go through here, right? Again?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'll say it 4.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Sweet.
And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Nope.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Alright, let's go. No, this game is...
In this
What
game,
the fuck?
the baby crawls left towards the danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
What the
all about
fuck
the
is this
desperation
game?
and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's
Alright,
effective?
4 hours,
Be
boys.
sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
Sure,
Just
sounds
to
great.
ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Alright, let's go. No, this game is fucking awesome. Are you guys liking this stream? I hope you guys are. I wanted to play something different for once. What the
Well,
fuck?
Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to
What
do
the
with.
fuck? I
But
did
is it
not see
enough?
that coming,
Tell me
dude.
that, Stanley.
I did not see
Will
that
it
coming.
ever be enough?
What the
Well, I'll
fuck?
say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic
What
purpose.
the fuck?
Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Yeah, man. Great door.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside
Oh,
and
sure.
make yourself comfortable.
Sure,
Isn't it
man.
grand?
It's great, man.
Isn't it perfect?
It's perfect.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Great
Diamond
idea. Great idea.
everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Alright, let's go. Where are we going? Where are we going? Alright, let's go. Okay. Ah, here's the mine. Yeah, this game is amazing.
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Yeah, I think I have a light on me.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear.
Oh.
Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
No, I like that game though. I like that game. I spent a lot of time on that game, like thousands of hours. The fuck am I playing now?
Yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is. Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking,
What the fuck?
Stanley.
Am I playing Portal
Your
now?
forte. Genius.
This game is great. Oh my
No,
god.
actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
No,
I really
no,
don't care
no.
much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
No.
And I
I'm having
highly
fun.
doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough.
No, I'm
So,
having
why
fun.
don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need
Nah, I'm not
your
jumping.
advice.
Fuck you, bro.
I don't need
Fuck you.
your ratings.
Fuck you, dude.
And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons.
Fuck
I
you.
think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions
not
to
jumping.
the world.
I'm not
And
jumping.
perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made.
Yo, this game is
The
amazing.
thought won't last long.
Fine, I'll jump
Goodbye,
back in, chat. What? Oh shit. All right. The fuck am I making music? Is that like FL Studios?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
Boy.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
We can take a bathroom break if you guys want real fast. Alright, everyone go pee and get water real fast. I gotta pee. Ugh. We'll keep playing, alright? Give us 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so we're gonna do that again and go through red door, right? That's what we should do? Red door? Because we went through blue door. Dude, that is so fucking cool. I never even thought, I've never played a game like that where he put you like in a different game, like legit Minecraft and fucking Portal. That is so fucking sick. I need to definitely play more games like this. Would you guys love if I played more games like this?
When
I
Stanley
fucking
came
love
to
it.
a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted
These
to
things are
stop by the
hella fun,
employee
dude.
lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, fuck your door. Alright, we're gonna jump off again, we're gonna go red.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad
Yeah,
to
I'll
happen
try
to
that
you?
next.
Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really
wanna
do
try
want
red
to
door.
help you,
I'm gonna
to
try
show
red
you
door.
something beautiful.
Right.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Alright, I want to
Give me a
be blue door,
chance.
let's go red.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Fuck you, dude.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Nope, I'll keep going.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh hell no, oh hell no. I don't like fucking dark rooms like that, man. Alright, which door do I take? That one or that one? Alright, 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Chat, you decide. 1 or 2? One, two, 1. Ah, 2. 2's winning. Do the same one you bit. All right, we'll go through 1 or 2. We said 2. 2 got more votes. They are the same. Oh, I never played this game. I don't know.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here.
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel...
All right, well, don't spoil anything for me, Kill. Okay.
I actually feel happy.
Some LSD shit. You probably play this game and you played a lot. This is my first time and I just want to play it and have fun on my own. So my stream and I are just having the same experience right now. So yeah, just try not to ruin it. Thanks for the host 3K, PK, appreciate it. You know Athene is making a game like this? Alright. As long as you're unmuted, that's all that matters to me, buddy. Thank you for the host, by the way. Alright, should I go back in? The fuck? Oh, I'll give it like 30 more seconds in here. Yo, 3K PK, thanks for the host again, man. Appreciate it. Oh shit.
Just do it!
Let me turn it off during my stream. Thank you for the bomb, appreciate it. Thank you guys for the follows. Dude, this is like chilling. I could go to sleep to this. I feel like I'm tripping balls. Should I leave or stay here? Sick. Put my follower back on. This is the Stanley Parable. We've been playing for about probably an hour now. It's a really mind-fucking game. It is a great game. Right, fuck it. I'm done here.
No, wait.
Wait.
Where are you going?
I'll go back. I'm sorry.
Right. Where were we?
Basically, it's like a narrator talks to me, and he mind fucks me and shit. It's pretty awesome. I'll be uploading it to my YouTube. Kill, you can see. I have 10,000 subs on YouTube. I think we're done here, right? Ooh, space. Alright, fuck it. I'm done here. Fuck this narrator.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
He said not to. Then I should.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here.
No, fuck
Don't
you,
take
dude.
this from me.
You've been a dick to me this whole time, bro. You've been a dick to me this whole time, man. Why should I be nice to you, huh? Huh? Huh?
Please, Stanley.
Huh?
No!
Oh, look, Paul!
Oh,
Oh, fuck you, dick.
thank God you
Fuck you.
lived.
This guy trolls me. That's
No.
all he does.
No, what are you doing, Stanley?
Yeah.
Please,
No,
I'm
fuck
asking you not to
No,
take
fuck
this
you.
away from me.
Fuck
I
you,
can't
dude.
go back to what I was
No,
before.
no,
If you
fuck
die,
you.
we'll both go back.
Good.
Why are you doing
Fuck
this?
you, dude. Fuck you, bro. I'll fucking...
Stanley,
No.
let's go back to the other room. My God.
No.
Is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yes, you're a
That
fucking
you'll throw yourself
douchebag.
from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Exactly.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
You're reading...
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I
Aw.
don't know anymore.
This dude's such
I
a
just
dick.
wanted us to get along,
He always knows.
but I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Oh, look, Snuckba!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm
Hey,
going
dick. Fuck you, bro. Alright.
All of his co-workers
Kill.
were gone.
I can tell you what we've done
could it
so
mean?
far.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, Kill. We followed the line. We've went upstairs, downstairs. We've, like, met the wife thing. What else? We've done, like, 20 endings already? Go left here? Alright. I think we did everything left. We went upstairs, downstairs.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We've done we've done a shit ton. I'm trying to think what is
Yet
possible.
there was not a single person here either.
We went downstairs.
Feeling
Oh,
a wave of disbelief,
holy shit.
Stanley decided
Just
to go up to
do
his
it!
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I can't go in the closet room anymore. Oh shit, I can't go into the closet room anymore.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I went downstairs and I've tripped balls. I'm trying to think what else I could do that I haven't done yet. I went over here. Nothing in the bathroom. Right? Alright, okay. I've went in the elevator. Elevator doesn't work, it just trolls you. Yeah, the elevator just trolls me, nothing happens. Different staying in the bathroom? Is it really? Shit. Bathroom sink. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffers losses, then what's the boss chose? Oh yeah, that's a different riddle. It is different. The other one was talking about something else. I forgot what it was talking about. The red fern. What? What? Red fern? Shit. I took a screenshot of a plant. It told me I had to pay attention to a plant.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I never rushed that part before.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Oh, okay, I haven't done this yet. I haven't rushed it yet. That's a first.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
What the?
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I wish there was another path this way. I've never rushed that part before, ever. Let's see what else.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Oh!
Mind Control Facility.
I've never seen this. Is this new? Alright, that's gotta be new, right? That has to be new.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the garage one. I think I'm gonna
The door
die.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
Yeah, fuck
and
you, dude.
willingly confront his death.
I'll do what I want. What's up, dude? Holy shit, that was scary as fuck. What the fuck?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
What the
he
fuck?
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
No, I'm using this for
Stanley
you.
can't see the bigger picture.
YouTube, I gotta
He
delay.
doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Yo, let me out, let me out.
Plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley,
What?
cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Huh?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
What the fuck?
Do you
This is
see
the map.
now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Should I read these signs? Always playing this the blueprint as long as the beginning of the game and it's been advanced. What? A selection of sounds used throughout the game when pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard strokes and synchronized sounds. So was I supposed to make a song? Did I finally beat the game? There's credits. Did I finally beat the game? It's like a museum. Alright. Either I'm about to get scared shitless, but I hear footsteps. Alien base? What? What? In early development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become really shortly after starting to build it. It was too far jokey and on the nose in the tone of the game. Plus, some people making fun of people who like shooters, which is not. Oh, it's this phone. Why is there a timer? Oh, it scared the fuck out of me. Timer scared the shit out of me right there. Bending levers. I don't think I did half of these, bro. What just happened? I was reading chat. Oh, so this is just a cool museum full of things they were putting in the game and stuff. That's pretty cool. Man, this has to be one of the most creative games I've ever seen in my life. We also did the Minecraft thing. We went to Minecraft and we went to fucking Portal.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design, textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental understanding of good. Then he pushed the number 4. Of course, being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to.
Oh, these are outtakes. Oh, that's pretty cool. This game's pretty interesting, man. This game is probably one of my favorite games I've played in a long ass time.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
So, is the narrator as trapped as I am? Is that something I'm starting to learn? And this shit's hella scary for some reason.
Can you see? Can
No.
you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
How?
Push escape and press quit.
This bitch should I hit escape.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Ew. That's all I heard. Hello? Broke the game, GG. What's up, Dread Lost? How you doing today? Alright, let's see if we can... I think I'm gonna die from... Oh,
Stanley's...
fuck. I think I'm gonna die from falling off, Mollywop.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
420.
memo.
Pretty sure I'm gonna die if I jump off the thing to go to the warehouse.
When Stanley came to a set
that
of
right
two
or
open
left?
doors,
Right.
he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to
Pretty
business.
sure I die
Stanley took the first
jump
open
off.
door on his left.
Molly.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Go search the fern? It's good, actually, good point. Let me try.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley.
Thank
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I tried it, Molly. Well. Alright. Well, that's... Fuck. Alright, that was dark. So I'm gonna do that
All of his
again. I think I
co-workers were-
fucked that up. That
Wait,
was dark.
No, this isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
What? Huh?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm trying to think, what else is possible if I go right? Is anything else possible? Does anyone know if anything else is possible if I go right? Like, doesn't know, but think. I don't want to know if you know. I'm trying to think. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'm gonna go right
This
one more
was
time.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge.
Yeah, I'm
But eager
427,
to
I
get
think.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Like, is there a way...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, like, what about that door right there?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Go left?
I
Right.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Can I go through this door?
What?
Oh,
really?
no. Right.
But in his eagerness to
Yeah.
prove...
My bad. Alright, go left. Alright, I'll go back. I'll go left. I'll go left. I did go left already. I went to the basement, and then I went straight.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I went down before, and I went straight. Let's go this way. I already took the elevator.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm trying to think. I've been upstairs hundreds of times. I've been down a couple times, but every time I go down, it's only one thing. It's only one way. I just run in circles and he says I'm going nuts. Alright, it says the same thing. Okay, I've hit tons of computers and they've always said input received, and then the bar goes up every time. Have you guys realized that? I hit it once, it went 1 bar, I hit it twice.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Dark
blah, blah.
secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Oh, look at that,
Quelle
magical.
surprise.
Alright. So I need to find like 2 more computers and see what happens when I get the bar to full. Alright.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, whatever, shut the fuck up.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Now have you pressed on? No, up there's press on.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Yeah, true.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them.
I pressed on and off
in this place where
with the mind control.
Nothing.
I pressed on and off with the mind control, and then one time they said the place was exploding.
This mind control facility.
We were
it was
up
too
there
horrible
earlier,
to
remember?
believe. It couldn't be
We got up
true.
there earlier.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
Pirate?
in someone else's control?
Why does it say
Never.
pirate?
It was unthinkable.
Did you guys
Wasn't
see
it?
that?
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Alright, let's
But
think.
here was
What
the proof,
happened we
the
done?
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad
Alright.
or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Okay.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Alright, let's think. We have hit on, right? And then he goes, oh, I thought you wanted to be free, da 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 da. We hit off, and then it just lets me go. But what do these numbers mean? We still haven't found out what these numbers mean. We did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did 3, 2, 1. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They gotta figure out the way to stop the nuke. Alright, so we have numbers, right? We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have buttons. Buttons here. Mind control status offline. You too, Mop. Mop. Hopefully I was able to entertain your ass tonight. Excuse me for yawning. Alright. Alright, see a kill. I'm gonna hit on again, and let's see if I can magically find a way to turn off this nuke. Because we hit...
And when at last he found the source of... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley.
I wonder if I can get out this door.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand,
this door
there's
open
only
before?
so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
I think if I can bum rush this door, because last time it closed before I could leave.
Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about
green
you,
button?
about me, where we're going.
Activate.
All this means, I barely know where to start.
Button, hit green.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
What?
A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
Yellow?
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Something with this.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make
enable
sense of
backup power to activate. How do I enable the backup power?
Rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Should I try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Shut the fuck
but
up,
I'm
dude.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To
Give me
hell
more
with it.
time.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I don't fucking
These
know,
are
dude.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh
1, 2,
dear
3,
me, what's
4.
the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing
shut
right
the
now?
fuck up, dude.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that